Hi, students and teachers of the New Providence School District. This is Mrs. Nagel. I'm a media specialist at the middle school, high school, and I'd like to help you with installing apps on your iPad. I know some of you are new to the district, teachers and students, so I will start out from the beginning and go over taking apps, installing apps from self-service. So we don't use the iTunes App Store for students. We have our own App Store, and it's in the self-service app, which is a square with green, blue, yellow, and red around it. So when you open it up, I have it here on my home screen, or you can search for it. So I could search for it here, self-service, and locate it that way. Here it is up. And I come into self-service. The apps are arranged alphabetically. I'm using my middle school, high school iPad, so most of the apps that I will see are for the students in grades 7 through 12. You can see that you have install here. And so you can install any apps that you'd like to use. It is recommended to only do one or two at a time because otherwise it slows it down. Some you'll see are reinstalls. So these are apps that I already have on my iPad, and you can reinstall them to get them up to date. Be mindful that any of the apps you're reinstalling, that your data is backed up. So I swipe down, and maybe I would like to use the First Aid by the American Red Cross. So I'm going to hit install, and you see it'll circle around. Then I'm going to press my home button and look for it, and here it is waiting to install. You can touch on an app too to kind of push it. So now I pushed it and it's loading. So that's good. Let me go back to self-service. Now, you see we have many of the Google apps that you can download as well. A lot of them are on self-install so that they'll just show up on your iPad. But I wanted to note about the reinstall. Sometimes the apps need to be updated. So sometimes we've had trouble with students not being able to get into Classroom. So you can delete the app and reinstall it, or just hit reinstall, and you'll get a more up-to-date version of the app. So that can help sometimes in troubleshooting. So here we are, and we see all the different apps. Now, iMovie, sometimes we've had trouble with that, so we've had to delete it and reinstall. So just be mindful of that if you're having any app issues. Now, there might be an app that you need to use with your students that is not on the self-service. You can request an app by emailing the tech building specialist for your school. So there's Miss Sporrell at Saltbrook, Miss Fahey at AWR, and Mr. Crescitello at the middle school, high school. Now, when you're requesting the app, it's very helpful to also send a link to the app from the App Store. So they can take a look at it, the technology, make sure it's appropriate. Cost, is a factor. They can be budgeted. So I would like to have an app installed for Kindle because some of my students are reading books they've downloaded from Amazon. So I'm going to open up the app and send the link here. So I'm going to click over here. I'm going to share the app, okay? And I can copy the link and then send that in an email to the tech specialist. So that concludes my video on installing apps on your iPad. And remember, self-service is the New Providence School District iTunes store. Thank you.